Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Mikulowski from ForexLive.com. It is a new day. It is a new trading week. It is a new trading month. Today's day is June 3rd, 2024. I almost said May. This is the Kickstart video where I take a look at three of the major currency pairs, the euro versus US dollar, dollar versus yen, and sterling versus US dollar. From a technical perspective, what are the charts saying to start the trading week and the month? Let's get started. Let's get started by looking at the hourly chart. And if we look at what happened on Friday to start off with, we had the price moving lower and then higher and then back down. And that back down came right back to the 100 and 200 hour moving averages. That's the blue and green line right through here. Just the day before, the price found resistance against those moving average lines. So we had resistance, we had support. And so when you have that, that increases the level's importance. And indeed, when the price did fall below those two moving averages right through here, we did see follow through selling, but that selling momentum could only get down to around the 1.0828 level before the price started to rotate back to the upside. And as we start the early New York session, we are trading back above the 100 and 200 hour moving average. So sellers had their shot to start off the trading week, and they missed. And now the buyers are taking back more control with the euro versus US dollar moving higher. This week we do have ECB rate decision that's going to take place on Thursday, and the expectations are for a rate cut. The PMI data out of Europe was somewhat mixed this morning, with some misses, some little breaks, and some that met expectations. So kind of neutral there, and the initial reaction was to the downside of the European session, but now we're bouncing back to the upside. We do have US PMI data coming out at 9:45 and 10 a.m. this morning, so that may have an impact as the market moves back toward unchanged type levels from Friday's trade. But the bias is a little bit more to the upside with the price above the 100 and 200 hour moving average. On further upside momentum, we'll look toward this swing area up through here between 1.0875 1.0887. That is home to a swing area, not only going back to these levels right through here, but we also had other levels going back in time we don't even see right through here. So this is a key level for the euro versus US, not only today but going forward. So be aware of that. The high price from the month of May did come a little bit higher than that. We had a break and we failed at 1.0894. If we break back below the 100 and 200 hour moving averages, the 100-day moving average will be key in last week's trading. We traded above and below it through here and then found support buyers against it before moving to the upside. That's enough on that currency pair from a technical perspective. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. And this currency pair is also saw the price move higher early on. We had a move above a swing area that had outlined at 157.40. The high price for the week last week came in at 157.70. That was about 20 or 30 pips short of a key target. Go to the actually 4-hour chart, and if I look at the 4-hour chart and look at the this high price, which was at the 157.99 level, we're about 28 pips short or 30 pips short of that level on the top side on the high last week before rotating back to the downside. Let's go back to the hourly chart. Now, when we take a look at the hourly chart from that high, we did see lots of ups and downs. We are seeing higher highs through here with Thursday, Friday, and now today's low being higher. But we are back below the 100 and 200 hour moving averages after trying to go higher early on. Those two moving averages come in at 157.098 and 156.95. And as you can see in the early New York session, we're trying to move back toward that 200 hour moving average, the green line in the chart. If we can get above it and stay above it, now, then we'd have traders look for the 100-hour moving average, and then we could stay above that. That would be more bullish from a technical perspective. Admittedly, over the last 3 or so trading days, price action has been above and below those moving averages, so hasn't been much paying attention to those levels, although we did find some resistance here that forced the price back to the downside. But you can see how it's been not necessarily the best of barometers. That suggests to me that the market is a bit unsure of which way it wants to go in this currency pair. If it can't move away from key things like the moving average line, then there is some uncertainty in the market, and that's probably reflective in what we're seeing over this period right through here. We've had ups and downs in fairly narrow trading range for this pair, 156.53 154 to 157.69. That's not a lot of movement for the dollar versus yen, especially. So be aware of that the market is just a little bit unsure of which way it wants to go, and so it's chopping around, and that's just part of parcel for the trading environment. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. Again, we'll look at the hourly chart for this currency pair. And we had an early move to the upside, and then with the PMI data, we started to see the rotation back to the downside. We did move below this swing level target at 126.99, the 127 level. So sellers had a shot getting below the 127 level. That was a support level on Thursday's trade. We fell below it on Wednesday's trade and tried to stay below, but couldn't. It rotated back to the upside initially on, I guess, Tuesday's trade. We did. This is Wednesday's trade. We came down to that level. So this is that Thursday. This is a Friday. And if you go back in time, you can see how that level was a level of somewhat significance with some support and resistance, support mainly right through here, forming this floor. And then it became a resistance through here as it tried to stay below that level before moving to the upside through here. So it had some relevance out there. But it could not sustain, so we're seeing the rotation back to the upside. We currently trading right near the converged 100 and 200 hour moving averages. Those levels come in at 1.27329, and that level is going to be the key barometer for traders to start the trading week. So overall, we're off to a choppy start here in the major currency pairs as the market gets its feet under itself. In addition to the ECB rate decision, we have the Bank of Canada rate decision this week, and also the U.S. jobs report, which is not until Friday. So a lot of time between now and then to chop around. We'll see how it all plays out. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.